secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. So Northwestern's offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Finds a spot in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? From the gun, running back gets the give. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Northwestern coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Handoff to the lone back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Unloads to the right. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So UCLA's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup,
turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Warren.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the Wildcats get it past the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Second down, he'll throw it. They'll run the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Northwestern. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. The screen, he can go. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Bruins are on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Missouri came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try the run. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Warren. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Northwestern in business in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And, of course, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're already 4 for 4. Tries to get it on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
And I like it. No hesitation, belief in my offensive unit. 4th and short equals success for me. I want the touchdown now set up on a 1st and goal situation because of good physical play.
The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Hillstead. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quarterback moving. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, and makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. You guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Quickly complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? Trying to start the drive with a pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Northwestern.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Northwestern.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. Quick step and go. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The RPO, it's complete.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Got his man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Cox. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense some...
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So now on comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Warren. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Reeder. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Buying some time. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football. The defense able to knock it loose.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the air, it's Hillstead. He's got him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Touchdown, Bruin! They take the lead with the 6. Getting set for the point after. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Reeder. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking downfield on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go back to the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Warren. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Wildcats have taken it inside the 20. Got his man on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he's dragged down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Hillstead. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move.
As as a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. Incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. Big 12 football at its finest, Jeff.
Turning it on. Makes a pass to Marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got the back over the middle. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on fourth down here late in the fourth. They'll run for it. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays on it.
To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Wildcats! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Trying to barge their way in. He's going to lose a yard on.
I like the decision right there. You're winning by one. You're trying to go for two to make this a field goal game. Even if you kick the extra point, the other team kicks a field goal and they still got the lead. That was the right decision, just couldn't execute.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
No gain on the play.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw. It's Hillstead. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Now, fourth down.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reeder. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Northwestern will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.